Hi, Mark here again. So, second of the videos. This time we're going to go a little bit more expensive just to show sort of like some of the lighter things and some of the changes that I'd make to the kit if you wanted a bit more of a lighter race kit and you had a bit more cash to spend. So, the first thing is we're ditching the waist bag, because it can bump around a little bit, and these race vests, they're great. You hardly notice you've got them. Some of the lightweight ones. This is a 10 litre one. A lot of people get away with a 5 litre one because it's amazing. They're like a TARDIS. You can get so much stuff in them these days. It's incredible. You see these people turning up and think they haven't got all the kit, but you get it in. It's incredible. But I'm using a 10 litre one because I've got a 10 litre, but you'll see how small it gets. So this is, you can get them second hand dirt cheap because for some reason people like to have all the latest ones. But this cost me 70 quid brand new, and they're so comfortable, really. Because once you start putting water in because you're out on the beacons for the day, then you start to notice it, because 2 litres of water is 2 kilos, you notice it. So they are a worthwhile investment. But for the purposes of today, let's just put the minimum kit in there and show how it works. So the first thing I'm going to put in, like the previous one, is the thermals. So again, I've gone a little bit more expensive because when I'm not racing, I want something that's a little bit more comfortable. And I've actually gone and got myself a proper wicking thermal top from an outdoor pursuit shop. This is a low alpine one, but they're all pretty much the same. But the reason being is that if I'm going out in the beacons for the day, I tend to wear this for the first 2 or 3 miles until I get warmed up. If you're going out in winter conditions, it could be really cold. So it's nice to have something like this that you can take on and off and chuck in your pack. And if you've got to have one for a race kit anyway, a few extra bob, and you've got something that you've got a nice base layer that you can wear all the time. And I tell you, it's worth the investment. This is about 20 years old and it still looks pretty damn good. And I tell you what, there's no tears in it, so that you know, buy cheap, buy twice. So anyway, that goes my thermal top. I'm still keeping the trusty old motorbike ones though, because really, why not? You know, they're cheap. So the next thing now is the waterproofs. This is where you can start to save a bit of weight, because these are the trousers, Montane Minimus ones. There's lots of other ones, but I've got the Montane Minimus ones. They're great. They've got the zips. They've got little Velcro around it, so they're really on and off quick. And I've run in these, and I've been running in them, and I felt really comfortable in them. Montane Minimus top. So that's my waterproofs, and that's that. Really very, very little space. So the next thing then is just a few of the extra emergency quick stuff. So there's my thermal blankets. First aid kit, like I said in the previous video, is at the top because I'm most likely to need it. And in it goes. There. That's a very, very small pack. So the other bits and bobs that's needed for the race kit: 500 ml of water, in that goes. Bit of a fact to get in because there's no water in it. It'll drop in easy when there's water. Mobile phone, and I always carry this on the front. That's the beauty of these race vests. You've got stuff accessible at the front. That's nice because you take your stuff in and out, and when you're out there on the beacons, you're using the phone for navigation and stuff like that. So again, that's why the race vest is probably one of the first things I'd invest in. Buff instead of a hat, because again, this is really titchy. And finally, the food. If you put it in at the front, you're going to eat it. So I tend to tuck it in a little at the back because it stops me snacking on the emergency rations. If I want to eat more food, then I'll probably carry an extra Mars bar or something like that, or some Clif bars or something like that. And there you go. That I could get in a 5 litre pack. And really, it's probably about 30 quid, 40 quid more than the other kit, mainly for the race vest. Montane Minimus truck kit is quite pricey. You can probably get better value stuff out there that's small like that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what's possible. And, you know, if you're starting to get to spend some money on stuff, and I tell you what, because being a race vest, you wouldn't even know that's there. I hope you found that useful. And then there's one more to come where I'm going to add a few extra things that I even take with me on race stage, because actually being comfortable, I find really a few seconds on a trail race makes no difference. So that's the next video, but I hope you found this one useful. Hope to see you on race day. Bye.